Wake up, what's up, YouTube? I'm back with yet another video, obviously another reaction video for you guys. Though I'm working on the gaming content right now, you guys just got to give me a little bit more time.
How long is this going to take?
But with that being said, guys, without further ado, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and let's just hop straight into the video, bro. No more commentary. I'm not doing long intros.
Did I hear right that you have a stunt planned for June?
Yes, I have a baby shower.
Is that you, Obito?
All right. Off the rip. I know that's not who I think it is.
I know that ain't who I think it is.
That's the Bonnie Blue. The Bonnie Blue. We are 4 seconds in the video and I've already had to pause because there's no way in hell she's having. Isn't this the same girl that had 1,000 dudes run a train on her?
Yeah.
Like back to back. No, bro. That kid's more than a group project. He gonna come out looking like Kevin 11. He gonna come out looking like Godric the Graphic. He gonna come out looking ridiculous. I can't do this. No.
Next Saturday, and I'm inviting the public to turn my baby shower into a golden shower.
What? We're flying to Philadelphia. Oh, hell no!
Hold on, bro. Let me make sure I heard that correctly.
I'm inviting the public to turn my baby shower into a golden shower.
She's inviting the public to turn her baby shower into a golden shower. Yo, please, bro, please give me some sort of way to excuse this action. I can't believe this.
Every now and then, I'll make a video that, you know, with my YouTuber senses, I can kind of tell before I even upload it that, like, people are probably going to argue in the comment section. And usually, when I do that, I'll, like, jokingly say, can we keep it civil? You know, something silly. And
no, don't keep this civil.
Always makes it worse. So I'm going to try something different today. Really go at it, guys. Just get mean. But I will ask one thing. If it starts to go too far, if you find yourself kind of losing yourself in the argument, you guys need a uniting factor. Just start making fun of me, okay? Stop being mean to each other and just start making fun of me. Say I have a stupid mustache or something. Let's keep it not civil. Okay, I'll be back with the results of this experiment in 48 hours. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure that a lot of you would read a title like the Bonnie Blue situation is disgusting.
See, I read this title. My fault, guys. I didn't even give y'all the title. But I read this title, and in my head, I'm like, all right, it's probably something to do with sex. She's probably wilding on the OnlyFans. Something small, something minor, nothing ridiculous, nothing for me to be like, oh my fucking gosh, what's going on? This shit is insane.
Word is mommy's.
What do you mean you're about to have a baby? First of all, after you just had 1,000 dudes, who the fuck said that? Like who was like, she just had 1,000 dudes running a train on her? I got next. Like what type of shit is that? First of all. Second of all, you're having the public come out to your baby shower, the thing where you're celebrating your baby that for some reason you had after getting ran through by 1,000 dudes, and they're all gonna piss on you? First, you know how many niggas could have STDs? You know how many problems that propose. I'm gonna let them talk. It's only a minute and I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna let them talk.
You know, whatever the title ends up being, I never really know. I like to live life on the edge. But you'd read a title along those lines and think something like, yeah, isn't that kind of the point? And to that, I would say, you know what? That's fair. Bonnie Blue's whole thing seems to be doing shit that most people, maybe most people is an understatement, but things that most people are not willing to do. However, today we're talking about how Bonnie Blue has taken that idea and taken it to a place that honestly I think should be too far for everybody. Now, this is the first time I've ever talked about Bonnie Blue on this channel because I don't really give a shit about what a porn star does. If people want to make porn, if people want to watch porn, that's not something I'm going to lose sleep over. It seems like a lot of people have lost a lot of sleep over Bonnie Blue because she has done some pretty interesting things. If you've never heard of this name, if you have no idea who this lady is, like I said in the beginning, she's sort of infamous for doing things that most people wouldn't be willing to. And what I mean by that is, like, for example, last year she had sex with over 1,000 men.
Oh my goodness!
I was wrong. I thought it was 24. I could have sworn it was 1,024. In 12 hours, she had sex with 1,057 men. Let's do the math on this. All right, guys, let's do the math on this. 1,057 divided by 12. On average, every hour, she had 88 men. On average, if we divide that by 60, right? That means every man lasted about roughly like 1.5 minutes. 1,000 people, depending on where this was, means that you might know somebody that went to this. Like, what? 1,000 people? How do you even... I don't even know 1,000 people. I don't even think I've met 1,000 niggas in my life. 1,000 people? I can't even give you an estimate of how many that is. That's 10 Fortnite lobbies. 1,000 people? 1,000 people. That's about the same episodes as One Piece. 1,000 people. Incredible.
Stop! You violated the law.
Didn't see you there. I'm just joking, guys. Yo, the support you guys have shown me over the past couple days, or really over this whole month period, has just been ridiculous. You know, like, I know I'm not really big up there just yet, but I have seen so much growth in just a month. It's actually insane. I started this channel a very long time ago, and I've been so spotty with it. And I'm surprised that, you know, people are still seeing my content and enjoying it and tuning in and things like that. And I just want to say, guys, thank you for all you guys do for me. Thank you for all the likes, all the comments, all the subscribes. I see all of it, and I appreciate every single last one of you. Even if you don't comment, you know, even if you don't like, even if you don't subscribe, just you watching this video is enough to make me happy. I appreciate you guys. And if by the time this video posts, I'm at 300, I'm looking at it right now, I think I'm at like 299. So if I get there right now, I'm at 300 by the time this video posts, then I can't thank you guys enough. Thank you guys. And enjoy the video.
In a 12-hour period, definitely not something I see the average person going out to try. However, like I said earlier, a bunch of adults getting together to run the grossest train imaginable is not something I'm really gonna lose sleep over. If they're all having fun, if they're all having a good time, who gives a shit, right? What I might lose a few winks over, however, is Bonnie Blue, who is pregnant now. If I didn't mention that already, that's important. Deciding to turn her baby shower into a giant golden shower where she's gonna let a bunch of dudes piss on her instead of, I guess, the more boring alternative of eating some deviled eggs and getting some gifts. Yeah, so
you forgot the meatballs. You forgot the meatballs. It's very important. If I come to your baby shower and you don't have meatballs, I'm leaving.
Recently, Bonnie Blue went on a British radio show called LBC, where she talked about like her influence and her pregnancy, and this came up, and honestly, I don't even know what to say about it. We're gonna take a look at the clip and then talk about it some more, because I think this might honestly be one of the most insane things I have ever heard a human being say. Yippee. Let's begin. Please subscribe.
You have more, you're continuing throughout your pregnancy, or so far in your pregnancy, to do your work, and did I hear...
Wait. So you're telling me she's currently pregnant? Like, this isn't like a future pregnancy. Yeah. She's currently pregnant and she's still having hella sex on OnlyFans.
Oh, okay.
Bro, somebody stop her. What do we do? Yo, we as a populace have to unite to cease such endeavors. What do you mean you're pregnant currently and you're still actively out and about doing what you do, and then on top of all of that, you want a group of niggas to piss on? Oh my God, this is so bad.
Right, that you have a stunt planned for June.
Yes, I have a baby shower on Saturday. Next Saturday, and I'm inviting the public to turn my baby shower into a golden shower.
Okay, so truthfully and honestly, I am not a prude. I'm a pretty open-minded, progressive person. With that being said, I think that even saying that sentence should get you sent to a federal prison. In my opinion, I think that doing something like this is an extreme violation of this child. Doing porn while pregnant is a thing that is morally debated pretty often, and it's something that I'm not really going to get into today. I'm not going to get stuck in the weeds, because I think that this is not like a separate thing, but it's definitely different. You know, I think there is a major difference between filming a pornographic movie while you happen to be pregnant and turning your baby shower into a pornographic shock value fest where you invite members of the public to come piss on you. You know, this is turning the spectacle of everything that you would typically do while you're pregnant into nothing more than an opportunity for pornographic shock content. Like, this is something that will follow this human being who has no say in this whatsoever for their entire life, because I promise you, when Bonnie Blue has a fucking kid, people are going to do everything they can to figure out who it is, especially with her doing shit like this.
You see, now I'm uncomfortable. I haven't
reasonably so
at all in our conversation, and you're delightful to meet. Now I'm uncomfortable. This is your baby. This is your child.
Yeah. Again, my body, this is what I'm choosing.
Another body as well.
Yeah, but when you have sex with them, again, it goes back to whether you're having sex with one person, which most people do throughout their pregnancy, or a group of different people with different sized penises. It's the same thing. Like, if you couldn't have sex during pregnancy, I would not have sex. But you can have sex, so I will have sex.
Okay, so I feel like it's very...
Okay, what the fuck are we talking about?
Abortion? Abortion.
I feel like that's not what she was talking about. That's not why she's uncomfortable. She's uncomfortable, my nigga, because you're getting pissed on during a baby shower. Yeah, like that's why she's uncomfortable. No one cares that you're having sex during pregnancy. It's a little odd. I'm a little concerned for whoever is having sex with her during the pregnancy. I definitely got a couple questions for that guy.
I'm a child.
But you're getting pissed on for your pregnancy. Like, this is like any other porn star on the earth having a baby, but like 10 times worse. Because this kid is gonna come out looking like Sakuna. This kid's gonna be born with 4 arms, 4 legs. He's gonna be a centipede or something. Like, this kid is literally going to be... He's going to be able to say every slur. What? He's going to be able to not be racist no matter what group he's talking about. Like,
obvious here that the issue is not that you're having sex while you're pregnant. It's that
exactly.
You're filming your baby shower, which you're turning into a golden shower, and posting it onto the fucking internet. If a pregnant woman has sex while she's pregnant, that does not follow the person around for the rest of their life once they're born. This does. And there's a certain responsibility that any halfway decent person would feel towards their child to not make them endure that. Especially when all you're getting out of it is money and fame. It's not like you're doing this to survive or doing this to ensure anything. You're doing this because you want more money.
I'm not worried about you having sex in pregnancy. I just think turning a baby shower, or do you regard it as a fake baby shower?
Yeah, it's like a fake baby shower. I won't be inviting my family.
No, but your baby's with you.
Of course, but the baby's with me for the whole 9-10 months, so...
Just make it a sex event.
Because I'm pregnant, pregnancy is a big fetish for a lot of people.
who? For a lot? Who?
Answer me.
If you're sub to this video right now and you have a pregnancy fetish, let me have a conversation with you. Let me pull you to the side right quick. We're gonna go take a walk.
I'll be pregnant once, so I'm going to make the most of it.
Yeah, so I feel like if your main focus while pregnant is I need to make as much porn as possible, rather than maybe I should start preparing to be a parent, your priorities might be a little mixed up. Maybe just a touch. Social media truly has ruined us, hasn't it?
Do you worry, and I didn't expect to go here in this interview, but
Yeah.
do you worry that your baby might be taken off you?
No. There's one thing which is social media and there's one thing which is reality. And I think, well, I've seen the state of some families, especially in the UK, and they've got kids and continue to have kids and get funded by the government to keep pushing more out.
I feel like the whole social media is different than real life thing is a pretty shitty cop-out in this situation. Also, yeah, a lot of people have kids when they probably shouldn't, but they're probably not doing it as publicly as you are. I mean, you are advertising the fact that you are putting your kid in a situation that a lot of people, some of who are in the position to decide who gets to keep their children, would agree you should probably not be putting your kid in.
So I don't worry at all that I'll have my child taken off me.
Even though you're openly there, I know you're saying you're not using your child, but I don't. I would argue that you are using your child, because again, it's that neutrality thing that you use.
Yo, like, no disrespect or anything, but like, this kid is like dead ass gonna like just clock out early. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, imagine being born and your birth, or like your celebration of your birth, was literally your mother bathing in piss from hundreds to thousands of men.
Oh, hell no.
Who's the dad is the better question. Who's the I need to look this up. I'm gonna look this up at some point. But who is the dad in this question? Or does she like not know? Like, did she just get nutted in like that whole 1,000-man period at the time, and she waited till after that to be like, okay, am I pregnant? Probably. And then she went to go get checked. That's what I need to figure out. Because if that's the case, like, there's so many more layers to this. Like, this kid is like genuinely gonna have either the worst life ever, or he's gonna fucking have the greatest self-improvement journey on earth. So no one can say shit to him other than talking about his mom. Like, he's gonna be the most handsome. He's gonna be 6 foot something tall, buff as hell, strong as shit, fast, smart. He gotta be all of these things. So the only thing somebody can say is about his mom, so he can adapt to that as quickly as possible. This kid's birth will be generational.
Using conversations, I don't know whether it's planned or whether it's just how you interpret things, but it isn't neutral to have a baby in the kind of setting you're just describing.
Okay, so I feel like this is a very good point, and it's something that I think should really be considered. To me, putting yourself in this sort of situation is like the social danger equivalent of the physical danger that you'd put you and your baby at if you got on like a motorcycle while you were pregnant. Is it the most morally detestable, most dangerous thing you could possibly do while you're pregnant? No. But I feel like anybody who's looking at this through a fair lens can recognize that it's a risk that nonetheless you should not be taking. Like I said, this will follow this kid around forever. And it is not fair for you to put that on that child.
Like most things I do, you'd probably be disgusted in, or you'd be like...
It's not disgust, honestly, it's not. It's concern, not disgust.
Yeah. But again, if people was actually there, it's not as intimidating. These men are actually really sweet, they're nice people. But you only see the idea that I've had sex with all these men and it's not a nice environment. And that's not the reality, and there's more to show behind the scenes.
Again, I don't really think people's main concern is the idea that like this setting itself is dangerous. That is something that should be thought about, because honestly, I don't think the average man who is willing to do something like this is somebody that you should like trust. You know, maybe that's me being closed-minded, but I've known a lot of dudes in my life, and I don't think I've ever met a person who would be willing to do this. So it's pretty out there. But while that's something that I think is worthwhile thinking about, again, I don't think it's the main issue. I think it's the fact that this is going to be immortalized on the internet forever. It's going to be somebody's baby shower where their mom got pissed on by a bunch of random dudes while they were in her womb, and I don't...
Yeah, like, dude, the issue is, it has nothing to do with having sex. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, everybody, I'm gonna say everybody, but a lot of people watch stuff like that. And some people enjoy it. And is pregnancy a pretty weird kink to have? Absolutely. Like, would I definitely like cut somebody off if I found they had a pregnancy kink? Absolutely. But like at the end of the day, like everybody likes what they like, I guess. So nobody's jazzing about that. It's literally the fact that this kid has no knowledge of this happening, and he probably still won't know until it's used against him in a roast battle. Like, he's over here, they're all sitting at the lunch table. He's like, "You're fat, stinky, and smelly." And the kid's like, "Your mom got fucked by 1,000 dudes and they got pissed on at your baby shower." Like, and then like, where does it stop? Is where the question also comes. Like, when do you stop? Like, are you gonna be in the delivery room getting ready to get rid of your baby, post it up back, and then you're gonna like push it out and be like, "You know what, put him back in," like that one, like Black Liar in that one episode. Like, I don't know, bro. I don't get it.
I don't really think, again, that is a fair thing to put on somebody.
But until your baby's born, he or she has to come along for the ride.
Yeah, it's... Again, if the sex was harmful, I wouldn't do it, but it's not harmful. And it would just be down to people's opinion, whether they agree. And a lot of people won't agree with it, and it's going to have a shock factor to it, and people are going to be, you know, angered, and that's part of it.
Okay, so again, I don't really think that this is being presented all that fairly. If you want to say that, like, physically everything is above board, like you're making sure the guys that are coming in have, like, good intentions and they don't, like, mean to harm you, okay, yeah, sure, that's one thing. Saying that the baby is not in physical danger is different than saying that it's not dangerous at all. Because, again, there is, like, a social and moral aspect of this that just cannot be ignored just because, like, you don't agree with it. And I think that's kind of how she's framing this. You know, it seems like she thinks that there shouldn't be any moral obligations or like social repercussions for this, and therefore she's acting like there aren't any, but that's just not the case. Believe it or not, a lot of people grow up to be nothing like their parents, and I feel like there's a very, very, very good chance that this kid is not super happy with all this going down, and you can say that it's her choice, she can do whatever she wants, and like if you really stand on that, okay, I disagree. There's a stark difference between trying to take away a woman's freedom and being reasonable about what is normal and acceptable behavior while a person is pregnant. Just like you wouldn't say it's taking away a woman's autonomy by saying, "Hey, maybe you shouldn't drink while you're pregnant." In my opinion, this is a similar thing. Whether you like it or not, whether you agree with it or not, whether it's a moral failing of our society, whether or not we're all prudes, whatever you might want to say it might be, this will have a negative effect on this kid. There is no doubt about it. And if you want to live in a fantasy land and pretend like that's not the case, okay, that's your prerogative, I guess, but you're wrong. I'm all for bodily autonomy. I'm all for making whatever decision you want to make for yourself, but guess what? This is not a decision that just affects Bonnie Blue. And once you step into that that territory, guess what? It's not just about you anymore. There's no way around that. It is your responsibility as a parent sometimes to abstain from certain behaviors that you might really enjoy if they are going to negatively affect your kid. And that's not an opinion.
Yeah.
Well, guys, what are your thoughts? Like I said, I don't really feel like there is a good excuse for doing something like this. I feel like if you're looking at this through a fair and objective lens, you can immediately see what the issue is, and trying to like walk around it or pretend that that issue does not exist is silly. And like I said, it's sort of like you're trying to live in a fantasy world. Lots of things are unfair, lots of things are not ideal. We still have to deal with those things like adults. This is one of those things. Just because you might think that this shouldn't have any effect on your kid, just because like in an ideal world people wouldn't care, they do and they will, and you are doing something to your child for no other reason than, like I said, money and fame and shock content. This is genuinely going to end up jeopardizing the happiness of this woman's child for nothing other than something people will talk about for like 3 or 4 days maybe, and then it won't come back up until it's used solely against this kid. So that's really fucking cool that she's doing this. Let me know your...
Honestly, like, I can't even say like this was used for clout, because I didn't even hear about this. Like, this is, I went like, I was chilling in my room. I was scrolling on YouTube, you know, just as usual. I was looking at my content and I was like, I need to find more reaction content. And I went and found this guy's channel off of whim. Like, fucking time traveler drops a rock on my head in the past and I don't find this guy's channel. So like, you did all of this, and at the very bare minimum, it didn't end up as popular as you thought it would. Because I hear about a lot of stuff. So I'm like, the fact that I don't know about this is like, did it even really get anywhere? Like, no one's talking about this for real, for real. People are still talking about Love Island and some other shit. I don't know what's going on right now, man. Some other shit. The people are still talking about other things. And so I'm like, you didn't even do this for the clicks or something like that. Or you're doing it for the clicks, but it's not even getting you any clicks. Or like, it's not getting you as many clicks as you have got for anything else. I knew about the 1,000 Men shit. I knew about that shit. That shit was ridiculous. This shit, I ain't hear nothing about. But it's probably because it's just disgusting. This don't even sound right on a piece of paper. I don't even. This is gross. That's all there is I can say about it. But yeah, guys, with that being said, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. You know, if you made it to the end here, I really appreciate you guys. And see you guys in the next video. Oh, shoot. How could I forget? Be smart, be kind, and most importantly, be you.